Back here at Progressive Field, the Orioles come to bat here in the third inning. They lead it 3-1. And we're joined now in the booth by former Indian Ellis Burks. Alumni weekend. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, guys.
You look fit. You still working out?
I still do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still working out, still living in Cleveland.
Yes.
Playing golf a little bit more now. That's a hobby, right?
Exactly. I love it.
Good for you. Don't we all? That's something we can still stay competitive at.
Exactly. Don't have to run anymore.
Well, the way you hit him, you didn't have to run a lot.
Jeez.
Now, do you still stay involved in the game of baseball? You still?
Yeah. I just got back from Boston last night. I'm with the Rockies. I'm a special assistant to the GM, and I also the assistant hitting coach. But I'm only on the road. I do all road games.
Okay.
So it's an awesome game.
All right. Well, they said you should be the hitting coach when they're home because they can put up some numbers there.
My God. Yeah.
That's a good offense.
We've been struggling a little bit at home, but I think they got the remedy. Got it taken care of.
Seeing eye single for Mark Trumbo to lead off this third inning for Baltimore.
But, as you guys know, it's all about pitching. Once we get that pitching taken care of, I think we'll be all right, especially with the offense that we have now. All of our pitching depth right now is in our AA and AAA levels.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Right.
Where do you see some of these kids?
Burba's down there as a AA pitching coach, right? Dave Burba,
and
right?
He sees it firsthand.
Mark Wiley sort of oversees the whole pitching area in that organization. Tell us a little bit about Trevor Story. I mean, he came out in April, and just he was the story of baseball.
He was, phenomenal kid, great upbringing. I mean, he's from Texas, obviously, so I'm from Texas. Great guys from Texas.
Yeah, all the big things come from Texas. We know that.
But he's one of those guys. He's a workaholic. His work ethic is unbelievable. He's hanging around with Nolan Arenado, who's that's a good guy to emulate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about him, he works hard every day to get better and better. And the only thing we talked the other day is try not to pull as much because you're a young kid. You have some early success.
Lindor looks like he's going to be able to turn two as he goes to Kipnis and turns it easily here in the third inning.
Yeah, you have the early success with the home runs. All of a sudden, you think you become a home run hitter, and you start leaking open a little bit. And that's what he did. He has 66, 67 strikeouts already.
Yeah.
And I told him that's a bit much for you. I mean, let's go back to what you were doing in spring training, which was spraying the ball all over the field, and he stayed on a lot of pitches.
But don't a lot of young kids, no matter who you are, that's what they tend to do. You hit a few home runs and staying in a big part of the field is what you learn to do.
Yeah, but if you can catch it early, I think you can stop him from getting in that bad habit for too long.
That's the one thing I notice about hitters in every organization. Boy, do they work, and that's the hitting. It's every day, and it's how many swings they take a day, and it's it's nonstop.
It's just that repetitive thing, man. Each day you're going to get better. Just continue to do it each day, and I think everything will fall into place. I love the ballpark. I love the new fixtures and how they've done it.
There's a ball blooped toward right field. Kipnis going out, can't get to it.
I love those hits there too. Those are the things that get you going.
Heck yeah.
Jonathan Scope now 2 for 2 on the evening. Ellis, one thing we're seeing nowadays, I'm curious to get your opinion on this, is with the addition of the shifts. I mean, shifts every hitter, 3 guys on one side of the infield, 3 guys on the left side of the infield. You never know what's going to happen. Are we going to see maybe the younger generation of hitters who are just maybe getting into baseball now or just starting their professional career, are we going to see hitters more field savvy? In other words, are they going to be better equipped to take the ball the other way, to beat the shift instead of trying to pull it and beat it that way?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the shift. I mean, simply because you're pretty much giving in to your weaknesses. I mean, you're basically, if you're a pull hitter, I mean, you're trying not to do that, and obviously, it's going to change something in your swing. It gets in your head, first of all, and then you're trying to do something you're not normally doing. It's a great strategy for defense. They're definitely taking advantage of it. But for me, I think as hitters, today's hitters, a lot of them are trying to pull a little too much, and I think it's hurting them.
The sky-high Papa Uribe is going to make the grab. That went too quick. We got to talk a little more. We're going to stick around with Ellis Burks here. Indians come back to bat here in the bottom of the third, down 3-1.